What's up, guys? It's Hump Day Hustle. Today's Hump Day Hustle is all about getting outside of my comfort zone. See, believe it or not, I've never been like a heavy lifter. For me, I've always been a big guy. I've always had enough natural strength. I've never concerned myself with getting stronger, lifting heavy weights. Like, that just had very little, zero, honestly, appeal to me. I did always like feeling like my muscles move though. I was never an athletic kid growing up, so in order, like when I finally got into wrestling and my body started coming awake, then when I started lifting, like I loved feeling the muscles move and really like focusing through the whole range of motion. Like that was kind of what, you know, motivated me. And being a big guy, I always wanted to be able to move and, you know, kind of be in tune with my body. Whenever I lifted heavy, I always, there came a point, a weight where like I could move the weight, but I could not feel the muscle move as much, you know. It was heavy, it was, you know, maybe a little painful, you know. I was straining too much, whatever it was, I just lost track of feeling the muscle move. However, I've been doing all this for like 18 years now, and it's time to make some changes. Time to get outside of my bubble, get outside of my comfort zone, and do some things that I've never done before. So for the next few months, I haven't put like a time limit on it, but I am going to change up my lifting. I'm gonna start lifting heavier and looking to make some improvements on my lifts, things like that. So today's Hump Day Hustle is actually gonna be something that I've never done before, and that is to max out my deadlift and see what my deadlift max is. And then in a few months, I'll revisit, after a few months, after I've gotten into some heavy lifting and worked with that dynamic some, we'll revisit it here on the vlog, see where I'm at. All right, let's get started. That was 225. Probably heavier than I've ever deadlifted. Like that's probably a PR for me right there. I mean, we're gonna keep going and all, but I've never, like I said, I've never focused on the deadlift. I've never focused on getting heavy deadlift, but we're gonna keep going. You know, part of what this is for me is I feel like I'm just kind of in a comfort zone in general, and I think that I need to, I'm trying to break out of that comfort zone all the way around and get into some, you know, it'd be so easy for me to just settle in and like for my life right now to be the rest of my life, and I don't want that. So of course, a lot of this boils down to wrestling and where I feel I'm at in my wrestling career, because as much as I love Attitude Inc. and I love tag teaming with Danny. I mean, we've been doing it for so long, and it's right there. It's a natural progression. I know what he's gonna do, he knows what I'm gonna do, and it's just an automatic flow like that when we're in the ring together. And if I'm being honest, it's gotten a little too easy. And you know, these past few years, as much fun as I have, I don't feel like I'm pushing myself in the ring. I don't feel, you know, like it's not, there's almost no challenge. It's almost gotten too easy to be in there with Danny. I mean, we kill it, it's amazing, and I have so much fun, but I'm starting to feel like I want more, like I need to get back outside and challenge myself and reinvigorate my career if I'm going to continue to have a career. Is one of the few sports where youth is not a high commodity. Most wrestlers, historically, pro wrestlers are hitting their prime and like in their late 30s because you've been doing it long enough that you've still got the athleticism, your body can still handle the in-ring stuff, you haven't beat yourself up beyond recognition yet. However, you've also got the mental acumen to do this thing in the ring, to take this thing to the next level, to get the ring psychology and everything like that. I should be thinking, you know, taking that into account, I should be in my prime right now, and I am not in my wrestling prime. And I think that's because I've gotten into this comfort zone just, you know, throughout my whole life. Like everything's comfortable and easy, and I haven't been pushing myself, and I haven't been stepping outside of my comfort zone. So that's what I'm trying to do in all aspects of my life, and what I'm trying to do in my workout. $295, starting to feel it. Now we're going for 305. I've heard it said before that your whole body is your brain. And I feel like I've experienced that in a lot of ways. And I think that's what I love, one of the things I love about wrestling, is that when you're in that ring, you are using everything. You're using your body, you gotta use your brain, your eyes, your ears. I mean, everything just comes alive when you're in that ring. And I don't want to underplay the importance of this, right? This is what's important in life, but I also believe that if you're not taking care of this, you're not using this to its full potential. And I mean, I certainly feel that, you know, there's such a difference when I'm working out, when I'm on a, you know, when I'm watching what I eat, putting good stuff into my body. But even more so when I'm using my body, when I'm pushing my body, I start to feel stuff come alive. All right. 3 plates is thinking about Kevin Hart and his problems with his tweets made me want to go back and see what my tweets were, some of my older tweets. And I found one that said, it said, "I'm right 95% of the time. The other 5%, I'm doing a math problem." So getting these numbers here is a slow process for me. All right, so I'm at 6 plates plus the bar, so we're at lifted 355, but the camera wasn't recording. So now I gotta lift 355 again. I don't know if I can do it again. I think we've hit my max here. All right, give me a minute. Definitely count that. That's it. 365 beat me. 355 is my official max now. It's you know, I gotta say, I have to admit, I didn't think I'd make it this high. But man, it's this funny dynamic of like, I exceeded my expectations, but failing to get this up is still frustrating. Like, I couldn't get it, you know, despite the fact that this is probably way above what I would have expected had you asked. Had I wagered a guess of where I would have ended up at the beginning of this video, it would not have been 355. I don't care who you are. Always unrack your weights and clean up your area when you're done at the gym. Always. Well, that's it for the day. I'm out of gas. I feel good though. I feel good. I feel like I feel definitely outside of my comfort zone, which was the whole goal. Man, 365 pounds is heavy. Like I said, I'm not used to lifting heavy weights like that. That's never been what I've done. So it's funny how you can hear something 1,000 times and it doesn't resonate with you, but then that one time it resonates down to your very core, and you have to take action on it. I heard today this, you know, the idea that you can't get someplace new by doing what you've always done, basically. And you know, I've heard that plenty of times, and I know it's truth. You know, it's not like today was the first time I realized it's true, but I've heard it plenty of times and it just didn't resonate with me. And today when I heard it, it just kind of shook me to my core, and with everything that I'm wanting to do and trying to branch out and want to get outside my bubble and get outside my comfort zone and you know, expand, revitalize my wrestling career and really, you know, revitalize this blog and revitalize my life. Man, it shook me today and spurred me to action finally. So that's what this is all about. That's why I'm in here maxing out my deadlift, and I'm gonna lift heavy for the next few months. And thank you guys for coming along on the journey with me. That's it for me today. That's it for this Hump Day Challenge. I hope you come up with your own Hump Day Challenge and get out there and get outside your comfort zone today and do something different, do something exciting, or maybe not exciting. You know, it's kind of scary for me to think about lifting heavy. You know, it's not something I've ever done, you know, so it's not something I'm comfortable with, but that's the point. All right, guys, I'm gonna shut up now. I'm gonna get home. don't forget, make a mess, keep your room clean, and always, always tell the truth.